For a parent, it can be tough to keep tabs on your kid's diet. With kids constantly on the TV and playing video games, how can you make sure your kids are eating healthy and experiencing and exercising? Here to talk more about some smart decisions you can make is Kim Fredericks, assistant professor and chair of graduate programs at the School of Management from Sage Colleges, and Netti Pathare, assistant professor in the Department of Physical Therapy at the Sage Colleges. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Dan. Thank you for having us.
Well, you know, childhood obesity is a big issue in the United States. So let's start with this. I mean, schools and parents have a lot to do with this. How can it work in concert, though, to try to make this a reality where our kids can actually grow up healthier?
It is a significant issue. More than 40% of elementary school kids are either obese or at risk for obesity. So it's really important that parents do three things. EAT is the acronym we like to use. Empower themselves to learn about information about what's available for their kids as far as activities, their health plan, what services they can provide that are both free or covered under their plan. Action. Do something. It's never too late to do something. One small step will help. And timing. Again, it's never too late. Do something that's convenient for you that'll work into your normal activities. And that will help getting you started to moving your kids as well as eating and exercise.
Mm-hmm. And Netti, I gotta ask you this: what factors do you think are limiting these schools and the parents from trying to do this together? What do you think is limiting that?
Going back to what Kim said, using that acronym EAT, we need to know not just that we need to exercise, but we need to know what type of exercise, how much exercise. Mm-hmm. It's important. Day by day our phys ed classes are getting shorter and shorter, which is really a problem. So parents, we need to have the right attitude. We need to we know what we need to avoid, like the television, the video games, texting, telephones these days, but we also need to apply that. We need to have the right attitude to do that, mm-hmm. Make family time active, replace a movie night with a bowling night, mm-hmm. Replace playing board games with a scavenger hunt. So it's a lifestyle change, and we need to keep a track of what we do. We need to keep goals, and we need to keep score, keep goals, keep score, and that should help us have a healthy attitude towards exercise and activity.
And, this is a question to both of you guys. Do you think that parents and schools are sort of contributing to the problem, of obesity in America?
I think it's hard. We're always on the run doing activities, take children from activities, so it's easier to have fast foods or to skip some activities, as well as schools are constrained about the choices they can have for school lunch programs, and I don't think parents realize the constraints, budgetary constraints and otherwise, that are on school lunches when children can get up to 2 meals a day for school, as well as what Netti said about decreasing physical activity. Mm-hmm. So we need to make that up with other programs, like Activate Kids is a program that schools have to try to encourage physical activity as well as healthy eating habits.
What are some of the simple ways to incorporate physical activity? Because, you talk about the video games. it's easy to just sort of like become a couch potato. So what are simple ways you can tell people out there to incorporate exercise in their lifestyles?
As I said before, replace things what you do with something which is more active. So going back to that movie night, instead of movie night, the bowling night, some simple things like going out to the farms, to the zoo, to the museum, instead of, doing something which is, sitting on the couch mm-hmm. and doing some of more sedentary stuff. Also make family time fun. It doesn't have to be fancy, but make it enjoyable, make it more active. Go hiking, skating, dancing, swimming with your kids. So use those tips. One other thing which schools and parents could do together would be maybe teachers or schools could give activity homework. Just like you have your homework, have an activity homework where parents and children, do some activity together. Things like that have to be incorporated.
All right. Netti Pathare and Kim Fredericks from the Sage Colleges, thank you so much this morning for some good advice. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
For more information, you can check out our website, wnyt.com, and just click on News Links.